Hello everybody, I'm Bill Dance, and I want to talk to you just a minute about a fantastic and unique fishing opportunity that's being put together by one of my dearest and longtime friends, Ray Scott. Now, if you're into fishing, you surely know who I'm talking about. Ray is the founder of BASS, the legendary Bass Angler Sporting Society, and our relationship goes all the way back to its beginning, some 41 years ago. Whew, that's a long time. Now, Ray is known as a master when it comes to many projects, simply because whatever he attempts, he's known for doing it right. Building great fishing lakes is a good example. And this fishing opportunity I mentioned involves what I think is probably the best lake he's ever built. I think that's partly because it's one of Ray's own personal lakes with 55 acres of water that's almost totally surrounds his and his wife Susan's home near Pentlala, Alabama. But more importantly, I've had the good fortune to fish it and catch some really big bass there. It's given up a bass that weighed a whopping 13 pounds, 15 ounces, although I didn't manage to match that. But I've loved this place so much that we filmed a couple of shows there for our Bill Dance Outdoor Series. You might also be further impressed to know that 2 U.S. presidents and quite a few well-known pro fishermen have also fished there and shot TV shows. Simply put, Susan and Ray have decided to start allowing a few fortunate people to visit there for a great 2-day fishing experience, including great accommodations, food, and guide service. Hey, this might just be one of the best bass fishing trips of your lifetime, so I highly recommend you give it a try.
According to Outdoor Life magazine, it's the #1 private bass lake in America, and now you can fish it. Located 15 minutes south of Montgomery, Alabama, near a small community called Pentlala, is the home of Ray Scott and his trophy bass retreat. Amidst 200 acres filled with live oaks, Spanish moss, and white-tailed deer, awaits the most ultimate bass fishing experience in a lifetime. In addition to the President's Lake just described by Bill Dance, you'll have the opportunity to fish 2 other lakes created by Ray Scott. The second is Tabernacle Lake. It's the oldest lake on the property. It received its name from the historical 1846 country church that sits on one end of the lake, where Ray and his wife were married. This mature, fertile 18-acre honey hole has been lovingly managed by Ray since he bought the property in 1970. It consistently produces trophy-class fish. Red Eagle Lake is the third and newest lake. It's a 14-acre experimental lake stocked with all female bass. This was done to eliminate overpopulation and provide an abundance of food to grow bass to their maximum potential. Ray let his imagination go wild when he created this largemouth sanctuary. Loaded with structure to create the ultimate bass environment, there's no doubt you'll have plenty of water to fish during your visit. The Trophy Bass Retreat offers an eclectic variety of attractive and comfortable accommodations. You may choose to stay at the cozy President's Cabin, where Presidents H.W. Bush and son George W. Bush stayed in their past visits. The cabin's front porch has always been a favorite with former guests to have that first cup of coffee while viewing the lake as the day comes alive. Other accommodations include the spacious boathouse suite with a bird's-eye view of President's Lake and a generous bedroom and bath suite in the guest wing of the main house. Just down the hall is the handsome great room and lakeside verandas. The staff strives to make sure that all guests are as comfortable as possible. The property has an abundance of wildlife, which can often be seen while walking or jogging the 2 miles of road with moss-draped trees. In the warmer months, you may want to take a dip in the secluded pool. The veranda is a perfect place to sit back and relax to watch the blue herons do some fishing of their own. Guests will be treated to breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the family dining room. An informal buffet style will offer up some tasty and hearty dining with an emphasis on distinctly southern fare. When weather permits, a traditional shore lunch can be arranged. Guests are surveyed in advance to be certain to accommodate special dietary needs. Other attractions in the area include some of the finest golf courses in the southeast, historical landmarks, shopping, and a municipal airport is just 15 minutes away. Ray Scott's Trophy Bass Retreat is a perfect place for a corporate get-together or to entertain that special business client. Some have found it to be the ideal place to get away with some longtime friends, or perhaps the perfect gift for a father and son fishing trip. And yes, even some couples have included a visit to Ray Scott's Trophy Bass Retreat while on their honeymoon. Probably no private lakes are quite as legendary as Ray Scott's personal bass waters in Pentlala, Alabama. His lakes are the culmination of a lifetime in working to create the ultimate bass environment, not just for the fish, but for the angler as well.
I'll tell you what, this lake, again, Ray Scott's Lake is the finest lake in the country. This lake is capable of producing 6 and 7 pound bass average.
Well, that pretty well covers it, and I hope that you will take the time to think about coming down and making that phone call and make a booking and come down and enjoy what we take for granted. This is my prayer right here. It finally was answered a few years ago, and I'm also proud to say that we've made the best lake that could possibly be made. This is the Black Belt of Alabama. It's an area of rich black soil that produces great farming products as well as great fishing. Come be with us. We look forward to your visit.
If you would like more information and pricing on Ray Scott's Trophy Bass Retreat, please go to our website or just give us a call.